Amazing. And he's completely restored. Oh, and his dad's in the room. Oh, how's this about to turn out?
Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mama, I'm a living legend. Mama, I'm a living.
All right, defeat X and X reunion. Oh, Beans is obviously doing the counting. Okay, makes sense. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh, oh wait. Dang. Dang, you're right. Wow, though. Yo. This is intense. Yo, she looks... Honestly, both butlers look really badass. I meant to say that before. I'm just hoping Alika doesn't do anything crazy, start asking all these questions. Or requests, not questions. I meant to say requests, not questions, by the way. Mad random, sorry. So innocent. So innocent. Of course. Of course. When he was being controlled, he suffered less. Really? That's interesting. Well, I like that line, in a way. Wow. That's really nice of Killua, but at the same time, I feel like something bad's about to happen. I just feel it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Oh. Wow. He's really messed. He's complete. Yo. That's wild. Holy. Dang. Oh, this is all for Gon, too. They're really about to save Gon's life. Ilumi's watching this whole thing. Oh, the entire family's watching this whole thing. Duh. Incredible. They sense it too. Oh, snap. Oh my god. I know Partisan feels it too, and so does Jing. Come on now. That look on his face, man. What is Illumi about to do? I know something's not right. Oh no. Yeah, that's gonna be bad. That makes sense. Damn, this is crazy. The original thing, if I'm not mistaken, was that Illumi was supposed to potentially kill Alika. But now he sees Alika more as a tool, even more than before. This is just my guess here. And if that's the case, that's going to be crazy. And I understand it, because that's why Alika was in this confinement, if you want to call it that, because this is craziness. What is Leorio gonna do? How is he gonna answer this? Okay. Oh, snap. So, okay, I'm gonna pause here because I'm wondering now, right? Gon right now is technically being in the process of being saved. So I wonder if the votes are gonna like be skewed once they find. I mean, I'm just assuming Gon's gonna be saved. Maybe he doesn't get saved, but let's just say hypothetically he does get saved, right? Then he's already saved. Then Leorio won't be able to really do anything. So I'm wondering if that's also gonna skew the votes. If for some strange reason they all start learn about how Gon just got saved or is going to get saved. So I'm very curious with that. But yeah, I'm just thinking ahead. But let's go. I still believe though Leorio would be the perfect person for this job. Emergency council? What? What? Yo, you see this guy? Oh my gosh. Of course. Dang. Yo, this Parston guy. Smart. Smart once again. Wow. Morel, yep. So now let's see how this goes. Let's go. Wow, I can't believe Gon was saved. Instant. Amazing. And he's completely restored. Oh, and his dad's in the room. Oh, how's this about to turn out? His dad is in the room. Come on. Jing, where are you? Man. I know what Leorio's about to go through right now. Oh, man. Aww. And they're all there. That's what's up. How's this gonna affect everything? Amazing. And Partisan knew this was gonna happen. Aww. This is so nice. Ah, yes. Yo, you look like complete crap. Yes. Oh, wow. Huh. The whole Hunter are so... It's interesting. Yo, Parston is... This guy... Not everyone. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Unbelievable. It's like he knew. Oh, man. Why not? Fire. The moment they felt that power. It had to be, right?
そんな能力僕にはありませんよ。こうなったのはたまたまです。
Nah, he definitely knew. Well played.
この絵は完成しました。勝利を確信したのはさっきです。あの気配を感じた。
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
ゴン君を助けたんだって直感しました。
Wow.
あとは本人、僕はジンさんを敵として信頼してます。そのジンさんが息子を託すに十分だと言った仲間ですよ。信じますよ。決まってるじゃないですか。
Oh. Wow. Conflicting. Well, it's not really conflicting, but interesting. What a... Wow. That's actually... I like what he said there. A lot. Ah, there we go. There we go. Wow, they all pointing to him. What's gonna happen? All the anticipation. Oh, man. What's gonna happen? Is he gonna turn around? Oh, my God. Say something!
実にやばい。そりゃ、まあ、そうなるよ。
Why? What do you mean this is bad? Come on, man! Woo! That was episode 145. Man, that was an interesting episode. Sorry, I had to take a second there because I'm like, dang, man, you know it's so close. It just, you could just taste it. He's right there. But at the same time, low-key, like, let's just go from a very basic mindset, right? Low-key, the show could be over right here, technically, right? Because, yo, Gon finds his dad, game over. The show's over. Low-key, right? Obviously, it's not gonna go exactly like that, right? Or even if he does, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just from basic perspective. But either or, what a great episode. First of all, I love the fact that it really went down to the wire with Leorio. And the moment, it's funny, the moment that I thought that, or the moment that we saw what Alika was doing to Gun, and everybody was experiencing that power, I literally had the same thought process. Like, I was like, okay, she's healing him, everybody could feel it. That means they know that Gon is about to wake up, right? And you saw all the still shots, and I really liked that. That was really interesting. That's one thing that's very underrated, I think, in animes in general, where looking at the detail of the characters' faces and just understanding what specifically is going on. That's one thing that I definitely got to give a huge shout out to for this one, because like they give you little hints based on the way the characters are looking or feeling, and it's really well animated and well drawn. So shout out to that. But yeah, I thought it was interesting because it's like Leorio was literally about to win, and as he said, the only thing that he wanted was to save Gon. So Gon obviously shows up, and then it changes everything. That was his only motivation. But I will say this, though. I still think it would have been very interesting and cool if Leorio had a shot to be the chairman. And the reason why is because, like I said before, his character is such an outlier in the group of friends, in the sense that, you know, I don't think people take him seriously enough because of the way he is. And, you know what I mean? And if you look at him comparatively to, like, Kurapika and Killua and even Gon, it may seem like he's the weakest right now. And he probably is. However, him being chairman is going to force him to really start to develop in a very, very cool way, which I think would be very exciting for the series. As a matter of fact, 'cause it'll just be different, you know what I mean? That's the reason, that's one of the main reasons why I would have loved to see Leorio become chairman, because I just think that it would just add so much more to his character, you know what I mean? So that's the big takeaway from that. But Partisan, well played. Partisan, man, what an interesting guy, because well played. And honestly, I should have seen this coming too, because you're right. When Jing said that Gon isn't gonna die, and I was like, Jing has all this confidence. I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, he obviously has confidence in his son, and I said son, in Gon, obviously, because he's a father. But I also found it interesting because Parston even kind of pointed this out, and what he was saying, right? And it's so interesting because it's like this idea of trust. It's like you can make predictions, or you can kind of see how things go based on the amount of trust that you have in someone, right? So in Jing's case, he doesn't know Gon's friends that well, but he trusted Gon to find a group of people that can be a great support system. And because of that, he had all the faith that Gon would be okay. And low-key, that's exactly what happened. I feel like what's going on with Jing, which I may be wrong, this is just a theory here, but people are not going to necessarily agree with his parenting skills. And I would say I wouldn't necessarily agree with them too. However, I'm starting to get an understanding of how Jing is trying to approach things, right? Because obviously he's just someone who enjoys the thrill of being a hunter and all of that stuff. However, I think what Jing is really trying to show people is exactly what was just mentioned. It's like having confidence in those around you, even when you don't know them, right? You have to trust in your own instincts and your own confidence to get around in this world. That's kind of a little bit of the vibe that I got with Jing. Now, I could be completely wrong here, because obviously there's a lot more to figure out, but it's almost, to me, it's almost like the way he's been, even like back in Greed Island, right? Or before Greed Island, when Gon had the opportunity to learn about his mother and all that stuff, and then Gon said no, and the tape and everything like that. It's almost like Jing understands, like, look, I'm going to trust my child and the decisions that he's going to make, and I'm going to let him live his life just like the way I live my life to get to this point, right? And it's a very interesting way. It's like he's taking a big step back as a parent, but he's also kind of instilling this life lesson on Gon without Gon really realizing it. Obviously, because he's not physically there all the time. But it's still not necessarily in society standards, or even like the natural way of doing things as a parent. It's not necessarily okay, right? Because obviously it's not confirmed that Jing is thinking like this, but I could see it being that way. But obviously there's a lot more to go. So that's why I'm very curious, because at this very end here, Jing is there. Gon is in the room. What's going to happen between those two? That's one of the biggest, most interesting things that I'm looking forward to. So I definitely can't wait to get into it. And, obviously, Alika's power as well is unbelievable. We got to talk about that too, right? I mean, it's like, first of all, it's just a well thought out technique and ability that Alika has. But more importantly, Illumi definitely has a motive now. Because if I do recall, Illumi pretty much wanted to keep Alika at bay, pretty much, or even kill Alika. But now he sees why Alika's really such a gem. And the Zoydiac family sees why Alika is such a gem, even though they already knew. But now it's even more amplified. So that's going to bring out more interesting things. I feel like, because I know the series is going to be coming to a halt soon, I feel like Alika is going to be a very, very, very important part to the series as we move along, especially if they start to explore, if Togashi explores a little bit more of the Zoydiac family, and Killua if he has another arc as well. So that's just something to look forward to. So I cannot wait. And yeah, without further ado, y'all, let's hop into the next episode. All right, Chairman X and X release. Damn, he's recalling everything. Damn. Let me just pause here. So that does actually really confirm, and I wanted to really make sure I got that understanding. So because I remember there was that little character, little girl, from before, that they showed, and I guess it confirms that Kite is technically not dead, which is crazy, which makes this whole situation even crazier. Like, Gon really messed up, but then it doesn't even make me mad, but it's like, damn. But it shows you the immaturity of a young kid who has never experienced the kind of emotions that he's experienced before. So, very interesting. Very interesting interaction right from the start here, for sure. Damn. Doesn't even know how to control his own son. Damn. This is exactly what I'm saying. I believe that Jing has the same ideology. Damn. Damn. What? Don't make the same mistake. Whoa! What? This guy. Wow, this is happening in front of everybody. I do like that. But wow. Interesting. And he doesn't even call him dad. That's another thing. That might be difficult. Wow, what a jerk. Yeah. It is not their business, but like low key. Exactly. It's interesting what makes a good father too. Damn. Oh. I didn't even think about that. I'm assuming that it's over. This is intense. Oh boy. Damn. Yo, Parson's a gangster. See? Parson knows exactly what he's doing. See? He's not even shocked at all. That was great. Yo. Oh, man. Jing really just looks like a really ruggedy older version of Gon. No, but Leorio got a lot of respect from a lot of people. That's a condition? No way. So that... Wow, that crazy slot... Please, someone explain to me, how is this? That must have been, like, that number must have had a condition where he probably cannot die no matter what. Yo, that would be crazy. What? What? What is going on? This guy. Wow. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. I'm gonna pause here real quick because I didn't expect that. That was dope. That was really interesting. What I wanted to say was, it seems like Pariston had this, you know, I don't know what the right word I would use, but pretty much, I guess he really missed Netero, and he was like, you know what, let me just play this game and keep it so that Netero's lingering will continues to stay for as long as possible until it was finally time to name a new chairman. And he was like, I did my job, so now I'm gonna resign. Interesting. Oh my gosh. He
さらに二択のお願いは結果的にほっぺにチューで済んだの。推察されるのは2つ。
That's how Kilo was really able to.
何かの能力を必要としない程度の優しいお願いであったから。
That honestly makes sense to me. Oh, actually, the second one makes more sense.
未解決の問題がある。死んだマネやナデナデが何かのおねだりでなかった場合、何かは俺のことをキルアと呼ぶとキルアは言っており、キルアに死んだマネをおねだりしたときは、お兄ちゃんと呼んでいた。
Brother. Oh.
お兄ちゃんと呼ぶのはあるかと考えるのが妥当である。
That makes sense.
あの時、おねだりをしたのがあるかであるならば、何かは目覚めておらず、二択の時、キルアはしてではなく、しろと言っていた。命令ならば、お願いとは無関係に働き、
Differently than a
見返
wish.
りを求めないことは、至極真っ当ではないのか。
Facts.
部をわきまえろ。何か起きる。
Oh.
キル、最後だ。何かを俺に任せ。何かイルミを家まで飛ばせ。
Oh my gosh. Just like that? Wildness. Wildness. Yo.
マジでキルアの命令ならおねだりのリスクなしだ。これはキルアを完全なデクにしてもお釣りが来る。
Wow.
何か
キルア、いい子して。キルア、好き。
Aww.
キルア、好き。
ダメだ。もう二度と出てくるな。分かったの？
Damn.
これでアルカは自由になれる。ごめん。ごめんな、何か。
お兄ちゃん？
ああ、お兄ちゃん。
お兄ちゃんが泣かしたの。何かを。
Oh, what?
いや、その。でも。
謝るの。
Oh.
はるかに優しいお兄ちゃんは何かにも優しくなきゃダメ。はるかを守ってくれるなら何かも守らなきゃダメ。
Dang.
何かをいじめるお兄ちゃんなんか大嫌い。
Aww. What a power.
はるかのためにって自分に嘘をついて、お前にひどいこと言っちゃった。本当に。
Damn.
お前は俺が守る。ずーっと一緒だ。他の奴のお願いなんかもう聞くな。俺がいつでもお前をいい子いい子してやる。だからもう一度出てきてくれるか。
Oh man, this is about to change things a lot. Aww.
はい。
Aww.
何かこんなダメなお兄ちゃんでも許してくれるか。
キルア。
ツボね。キルアの警戒令は解除されました。あなたから伝えてください。
はい。かしこまりましてございます。
Amazing. Yeah. That was amazing. That was amazing. Wow. That was episode 146 of Hunter x Hunter, man. That was good. That was really good. That was really nice. That was about to put me in the tears mode for a second, but I'm good. I'm good. Pretty chill, right? But yeah, what a cool episode. First and foremost, this relationship with Gon and Jing, we obviously know. I want to see their relationship being explored more. I love how all the hunters are getting at Jing for being a quote-unquote bad father. But everything that Jing has said, not everything, generally most of the things that Jing has said has actually been good things. However, there are a couple things I was like, whoa, like you could be better, of course. But it's pretty clear to me that Jing just doesn't know how to be a good father. Like, he just doesn't know it. Like, that's not his style. Like, he just can't console Gon in the way that society should tell a father on how to console his own child. So I think that's really interesting. I think that's what this is about here. He just doesn't know what to do. He hasn't seen his son in a long time. And he's just like, It's really interesting, man. But I do like the fact that he at least is willing to talk to him about a couple things. And at least he told Gon the truth about how he taught Kite a bunch of different things and stuff like that. And that condition with his slots. Whatever that weapon was, or whatever number that he picked, that, I gotta give that to Togashi, because we all were thinking that Kite is done, that's it, like, and then now we're learning that Kite is obviously not dead, and he actually was able to activate something that would prevent him from dying the whole time. So not only was Gon and everybody else fooled, but me as a viewer, I was fooled. So that right there is incredible. Oh man, did not see that one coming. That was amazing. And then just this ending here. We all know what Illumine's trying to do here. We all know what the Zoidic family's trying to do here. And then Killua and Alika and something. You know, it's tough because Killua's just trying to do the right thing. You know what I mean? And he's trying to protect Alika, but at the end of the day, something is just as much of an important part of who Alika is. You know, without something, Alika isn't Alika. And without Alika, something isn't something. You know what I mean? It's very, that was really nice. And what I loved about that was that, you know, something was to be portrayed to be this not evil, but like this weapon, this just thing, you know what I mean? And this is the first time that we got to experience emotion coming from something, and I thought that was amazing. And just seeing the exchange between them, something and Killua, and then Alika. I love how Alika defended something too, because something is a part of her. You know, she's not gonna just let that go, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? She's gonna have to deal with this for the rest of her life. So why can't Killua try his best to protect them both? It's really amazing. But either or, no matter what, this to me feels like it's about to set up some crazy stuff, because it's not over with them. Because now Killua has to protect Alika, and I don't think it's going to be an easy feat, for sure. You know what I mean? I think there's going to be a lot that's going to happen with that, you know, in the future of the series. Or at least my prediction, but we'll see. And then after that, Parston, you know, I already briefly mentioned, but Parston really missed the chairman, Netero. You know what I mean? And he played this game just to elongate everything. You know what I mean? And I know Jing mentioned that Parston was really not trying to win, but at the same time, you know, there's other motives that I thought Parston might have. So it was just interesting how everything turned out. You know what I mean? But what a cool concept with electing the 13th chairman. I love the fact that Leorio was the front runner. Just because I believe his character just deserves so much, or deserves so much more. You know what I mean? We haven't seen Kurapika or Leorio that at all in the Chimera Ant arc. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad to see that they're back, but more importantly, we haven't really seen that much of Leorio at all since the Phantom Troop arc, right? If you really think about it, because Kurapika at least had his own arc, but Leorio technically did not. And I'm not saying you gotta play the fair and the evenness here, but it's kind of like, well, you know, when is it time to really see what Leorio's about? Because I know there's so much more to him, and that's why, once again, I will repeat that I was hoping that he would be 13th chairman. But I still think there's going to be a lot of open things that could happen, and I'm looking forward to seeing where all of that goes. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed these sets of reactions. Stay tuned, because the last 2 episodes, until I'm caught up, are about to happen. So stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed this one.
This is from the source, of course.